Next video, again by the duck. The obsession of acting tough.
Dudes are really trying to act hard in our current year. Now, in no means am I saying I'm tough, because I'm not. Let's get that out of the way. I'm sweeter than Grandma's cookies. I mean, look at my channel mascot, and plus I'm a YouTuber.
Bro, there'll be some like 12-year-old white kid from the suburbs DM me on TikTok like, yeah, you're a fucking pussy, bro. You play video games? Post that shit on TikTok. I'll beat the hell out of your little ass.
Shit is very sweet around here. Now, there really is some people I've seen in my lifetime that really act like they're real demons amongst us when they're not, they're fakes. And even people on the internet as well. Now, we'll start with the term a fake demon. Now, what is a fake demon, you ask? Somebody who actually thinks they do the most demonic shit ever. But in reality, they're...
Bro, John Morant is the demon, bro. John Morant is the demon. He is like that.
Harmon ultra soft with smooth tear. They'll always try to portray themselves as the scariest dude on the planet or that you shouldn't mess with them. But yeah, I searched up sweeter than sugar on TikTok and I was curious to see what came up, and this is what I found. I don't care, keep going, be my toy, or I'm doxing you and swatting you. What the hell? Do me a favor, just go in Roblox right now and look down at your shirt. You got a cute little cat on your shirt and you're saying all this shit.
Oh my god, people that act hard over the video game are so fucking annoying. And it's like, you know you can't do anything about it because like they're in a screen, but they'll be like, yeah bro, if I saw you in real life, I'd beat your ass. Like, oh my, that pisses me off.
Like, you're not tough, bro. You're just a chud. You're really gonna dox people over Roblox? Yo, you gotta get it together, bro.
I'm the toughest motherfucker alive. They call me Lil Slevy. No, they don't call you that.
Quit shining the light at me.
I'm sorry, but turn around.
I see this, I'm shitting my pants and running.
Really?
At first glance, you're walking down the street at night. Some dude that looks like this pulls up on you. You're gonna be shitting yourself. Well, I would at least, because look, man, I'm sweet, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really just prefer it to be peace and tranquility over here. In this situation, I would have ran already. Or I would have been like speed walking. But this guy confronted him, and this is what happened. Okay, I'd sound like a top 5 channel.
You wanna play this game today? Alright, come here.
That's straight aura. No, that is straight aura. Oh my god.
And now he's done, just like that. He said, come here, and instantly folded like a MacBook Air. Dudes are really fake demons. This guy looked so menacing at first, chasing him down, or not chasing him down, but he was like walking in his direction. But that was an instantaneous fold, bro. It wasn't even a second. Next, we gotta talk about the internet.
So I'm talking about this. What I'm talking about. Oh, don't piss me off.
Thug. This dude really acts like he commits crimes on the daily. But in reality, we all know he's trolling and is only tough when talking behind the screen. They'll really threaten to dox you, beat up your entire family bloodline, pretend to be badass and about that life online. But of course, when it comes to real life, they come across somebody on the internet that doesn't play and they have to go toe to toe with them. They just duck, even though they were the person that was like, yo, drop your addy right now, as they're like talking shit to them in the game. Fake crash outs. Sometimes emotions really get the best of us. But here's a reenactment of the fake crash outs. Hypothetical crash out.
Oh god, I'm gonna crash out, bro. Oh god, I'm about to crash out, bro. Hold me back. Hold me back.
That's the level of impact their crash out has. Even though they make it the biggest deal in the entire world, they gotta tell the world they're about to crash out. Their favorite phrase is really, on God, I'm about to crash out. Customer service is giving them a hard time. On God, I'm about to crash out. They put dill pickles on their burger. On God, I'm about to crash out. There was a whole meme in 2024 about how people who said that had photos like this in their living room. And look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I probably got some photos like this in my living room. So hey, if you're putting on a front, bro, stay in your lane. There's nothing.
I'll admit it, bro. I'm soft. I'm sweet. I'm fucking sweet, bro. I'm not hard.
Being a good kid. You don't have to put on this front of being a menace every second of the day. Although I don't have any examples online, I have some examples from real life. This is not just an online occurrence. In 2022, I encountered my first fake crash out slash fake demon. So I was working on the shift at a grocery store. I was tired. It was late. I was ready to go home.
Mr. Rex Road is that is facts. He is.
And all of a sudden, this fake Karen crash out comes in and just starts talking crazy to the person at the customer service desk. I feel like they weren't really crashing out, but the crash out was brewing. Like they were beginning the meltdown phase. They were yelling and throwing a temper tantrum. Over the way, one
The video is too quiet, even at a 100.
Yep. I appreciate it. I'm investing in YouTube Premium. That's why you guys should donate to me, so I get YouTube Premium.
bagged something. That cashier may have been me, because she went right to the customer service desk and just started threatening to fire the lady that was working there. And at first I was worried, like, damn, am I really gonna get this lady fired because I bagged something so shittily? But then she didn't really seem worried. She's like, yo, you're not gonna do shit. You know, although this Karen trope is like ran into the ground at this point, like, it's real. I thought this shit was an internet exclusive my whole life. Moral of the story, she didn't do shit, man. She was just going on a temper tantrum.
I have a Karen story one time. It's not at a grocery store or anything, but I was at a concert, and me and my buddy, we were there and we were singing and we were like jamming along with it. It was a Metallica concert, and we were like, you know, singing, and this lady turns around and just goes. At first she's like, and then I'm looking at her. I'm like confused. I'm like, is she about to say something? She goes, "Are you guys gonna quiet down? I can't hear the music." Mind you, loudest. I could barely hear her. Like, she had to repeat herself, and like the music is blasting. I don't know like what she was going on about, but that's really my only Karen experience.
For nothing, man. Fake crashing out. Nobody got fired. This was the stupidest shit ever. One time, all right, we were in the middle of the burbs, man. Just straight suburban area. Like I said, I'm from the burbs. Shit is hella sweet over here. But I guess someone had this dude over, you know, he had a few drinks. Okay, not a few drinks. But when he went outside, I don't know who he was feeling like, because immediately he just started pointing finger guns at the neighbor's house. They just started going like, bow, bow, bow. Like, are we serious? This dude's really acting like he has sticks. Bro, you have no sticks for nobody. Am I crazy for including this in the video? Like, yo, this dude, we're in the middle of the suburbs, man. And then a few minutes later, there was a cop car that showed up. I don't think anything happened because, yeah, he was just a drunk idiot. But if somebody was there to press him, he's folding immediately, bro. I could just tell. If a real demon showed up, somebody who really did not mess around, come on, like, he would have folded. Was he trying to act tough? I don't know what the goal of that was. Next, we got the when my eyes turn red run. They really...
Bro, that's just corny. My Karen experience was that, yeah. Oh, fuck, yeah. Bro, when my eyes turn red, bro, that shit's so corny. If you unironically say that, you just gotta hang it up, bro. Just hang up the cleats, you're a chud.
Really think they're part beast and they're super dangerous. This internet trope is too funny. They really think they're seeing red, when in reality, bro, they're not gonna do shit. I don't even know how this phrase came to be, but nobody is running. They really think they have a goddamn dark side or something, and they're just stowing it away like an anime villain. Now, I don't think anybody in real life unironically says this shit anymore, because it's just getting made fun of on the internet like crazy. But there were really days I've seen people like see red or like do an anime villain transformation, and that shit would go viral. But if you hear that today, like, you're not taking that shit serious, that you would just think they're sweeter than sugar. It really sounds like a 90s movie trope. It's that corny.
Yeah, bro, when my eyes turn red, you better run. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. That, like, genuinely makes me cringe. Like, there are some things in this world that, like, genuinely make me cringe, and my dad used to say this, "Oh, when I get mad, my eyes turn red and I black out." Like, bitch, no, they don't.
Ego lifters. There's nothing wrong with lifting.
I feel like every dad's like that, though. I don't know if that's for you guys, but every dad's just like, "Yeah, I see fucking red when I get mad." I don't know if that's just my dad or if that's like a universal thing.
In a 12-pound weight, if that's all you can do. Everybody's at a different point currently in weightlifting. And if people hate on you for being lower than them in weight, that's just lame. Form is really everything in the gym, or else you're not even gonna get stronger. You're just gonna feel pain. All pain, no gain is really what ego lifters go through, just to look tough in front of it.
So when I first started working out, I feel like everyone was watching me, and like I would grab like I was weak as shit. So I'll grab like the 35 dumbbells and I'll be curling. I'll be fucking barely getting that shit up. And I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna do 10 reps. I'm gonna do 10 reps. My last 3 reps, they're just. I'm looking like a fucking chud in there. I feel like that brought more attention on me, but I felt like if I didn't do high weight, people were like in their mind like, yeah, that guy's weak as shit. But like now that like when I see someone doing like less weight, I just don't think about it. Like I'm really just worried about what I'm doing. So I feel like that was just stupid phase of mine.
Everybody. Some dudes will really have the worst form
Oh my god, that was me.
of all time.
That was me.
They'll just swing around 50-pound weights and not even be able to handle it. They'll have terrible form because they're not strong enough. Just because you got 50-pound weights in your hand when you can't even control it, that doesn't make you look tough.
With base 44, a simple sentence.
Yeah, whole lot of nothing is going on in this clip. He's really just moving this shit from point A to point B. There is no muscle being built. Like, it's not even going down to his chest. Can you even consider this a rep? This is really what it looks like when I'm at failure. I got nothing left in the tank. Now, I don't know if he's trying to impress others or if it's just like a self-pride thing, but I don't know. Ego lifting to me is just not tough. Just slugging around weights with like terrible form. But if you have solid form, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's pretty impressive. Like, of course, push yourself, but sometimes there's really levels to this gym shit because you could really get hurt if you're not.
That is facts, bro. There is levels of this shit. I would watch someone like, I would like rev like 135, and I thought it was big shit because, you know, and then I look over, and the guy next to me is just repping 225 on an incline bench, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going home, bro.
Not doing it correctly. If YouTube is listening, don't do this, please. You will seriously get hurt. Nobody's gonna care that you're lifting small weights. You risk getting a career-ending injury. You know, God forbid that happens, but it could. Next, we gotta talk about tough guy or alpha males, whatever you want to call them.
I was literally diagnosed as somebody that's fearless.
Oh, King Azula.
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker's cold. This motherfucker is cold.
I felt like I was a god.
I've talked about them before in videos. Okay, I made a whole ass video on tough guys. But one tough guy in particular really fits the fake demon category. King Azule.
At that point on, my dad knew he couldn't take me. And I was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I did this, and it broke.
Oh my fucking god, I got chills. I literally have chills. You see that? Fucking chills, bro.
Yeah, it just broke. He just put his hand up and grabbed it, and that's it. No more wooden stick. This dude just had that.
I wonder if this guy's a character. Like, do you think he's like genuinely like manipulated himself into thinking like, yeah, I'm a fucking hard ass?
Brute force strength to just break it with one grab from his hand.
And then I took it out of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in the leg, picked him up, and threw him on the coffee table.
No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't.
Coffee table broke in half. That's
He was hypothetically 13. He's talking about how he broke the coffee table. He lifted his dad.
What?
Okay, let's get this out of the way. He looks
I used to tell my mom I was going to Hustler University for college.
like he would beat my ass now, for sure. But you know, to the first time viewer, this might look like a real story. Once you hear more and more podcast clips, you'll know he's just straight bullshitting.
the fractions that you cause with hitting the bone thickens the bone. I used to sit there and hit my shins with a hammer all fucking day. All fucking.
No. Okay, this is probably the most believable thing he's ever said, because like that's what like MMA fighters and kickboxers do. Like they'll like kick a tree or like beat their shins in because it like actually like structures it like structurally it makes your bones like stronger. So like kickboxers and MMA fighters like kick a tree and hit their shins with a mallet. So like that's probably the most believable thing he's ever said.
You would sit there and hit. Okay, no. No, I know you're trolling. That's really the equivalent of saying, yeah, punch lockers for fun. This dude is really an anomaly.
So they don't fuck up their hands by hitting somebody's head. Your head is the strongest bone in the body. And if you train it and bang it enough for a whole year, it becomes
Okay, it wasn't fucking banging his head. Maybe this guy like, yeah, maybe he did bang his head and fucking got CTE.
4 times thicker. When we hurt,
He bang. Apparently that shit didn't work for Conor McGregor, bro. That was bullshit. That was such bullshit, bro. He came out the ring, fell on the ground, was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking hurt." Why would you even try to come back if you knew you were gonna be hurt?
Happens.
Shit. Oh shit.
there
we go.
Bang it enough for a whole year, it becomes 4 times thicker. When we hurt, and I learned that at a young age. That's what I learned from the Shaolin monks.
Bro, he was not with the Shaolin monks. What is this shit fairy tale he's living in?
What is this dude even on about? How many concussions has he gotten in his lifetime? This dude is really speed running concussions. But if he didn't really say anything ridiculous, I wouldn't even question it. I mean, he looks like he would beat my ass. But the reason I wanted to cover this again is because this is what happens when you cap on the internet. People don't take you serious. But despite him saying F students are inventors.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on this shit, bro. Like, genuinely, motherfuckers would believe, like, yeah, I'm an S student, I'm gonna be an inventor, let's go. No, you have to try and fail in school. I feel like in school, like, being a DC student is not that hard. You literally have to try to get Fs. You'd have to come to class, not pay attention to shit, guess on every question, not do any assignment. Bro, that's just laziness. You're not gonna be a fucking inventor.
And only the F students were capable of inventing.
Motherfucker thinks if F students are in the back of the class instead of doing work, like, yeah, how am I gonna make $1 million today? Yeah, I'm really planning to make $1 million today. Yeah. No, they're thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna do this fucking work because I'm a lazy bum.
Inventing crazy things. Nobody else. He got invited to be a guest speaker at a school. I don't know how he pulled this off. And now he's on his motivational speech arc. And he was getting trolled the entire time.
I wake up in the morning before the sun.
Ooh, that's cold.
I wake up to say hi to the sun.
Oh! Oh!
They really acted like it was the toughest
This motherfucker's the reason the sun rises.
thing ever spoken. Just to troll. I don't know. They were just trolling, bro. They all had their phones out trying to get a clip. But you have some dude that's been getting
The students in our school put pencils in Chromebooks. Yeah, no, those are the fucking inventors, bro.
trolled and memed on the internet, goes to your school. That's a viral clip right there. I mean, I believed him, bro. That he woke up in the morning before the sun. He says hi to the sun. Yeah, I felt that, bro.
Pure aura.
I run a cold shower. I go into a cold shower just to get my body going. I go for a run, I go for a workout, and all of that is done before 6:30 a.m.
Oh! Oh! Before 6 a.m. He says hi to the sun. He says, bye, moon. Hi, sun. Yeah, I'm actually going to kill myself. Not actually.
This is what happens when someone that says the F students are the inventors of the world goes to a school. You know, at least it was entertaining. He was really brightening people's days at the very least. Before I take you to another video on the end screen, thank you all so much for...
W video, man. W video. W video, man.